Green, what your problem?
How are you so bad at the game? Just shoot them, bro. Just shoot them.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's CoJoMo here, back with another video. Today, I'm going to explain to you what you need to do in order to manage your teammates that are bad inside of your matchmaking games, inside of your pugs, and make sure that you either win the game or understand what you need to do if you're somebody that just wants to give up, right? We're going to be able to become much better players by the end of this video. I'm going to give you over 5 different tips that you can do to take these bad players and force them to win the game, no matter how hard they're trolling, how hard they're trying to lose. We will walk away with a W, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Let's get right into the video. Okay, guys, so the first thing that you need to understand is that it's up to you to take initiative, right? A lot of times when we have bad teammates, 2, 3, 4 bad teammates in a game, we struggle because we let them feed bad ideas into the team and really just play improper CS. The best thing that you can do when you have teammates that are struggling, teammates that aren't as developed as players, is to let them take over the game, right? For most of the time when you have these players in your team, you've got to be the one that provides purpose, right? You've got to be like, green, go do this. Purple, go do this. You call out what people should be doing and how they can connect off of each other, right? Be like, hey, green, go peek con this round and I'm gonna flash over con for you, right? So then it gives them a sense of purpose. It makes it so that they know what they need to do this round, and they might suck, they might be bad, but at least they have an understanding what you expect from them, and hopefully they'll listen to you. Not every time people are going to listen to you, but at least attempting to give this direction and purpose to every single person on the team helps out so much. Now, it's important not to backseat. Don't sit there and control every single move that they're making, but give them ideas, give them a purpose, give them a reason to play each round instead of just drifting in, because a lot of times they'll just go into the round, I don't know what I'm doing, throw this, okay, flat. Like they literally look like bots because they're acting like that. Like tell them, yo, molly ramp, get on the default and play the round. Like, do your thing, man. And give them that energy, give them that purpose, and it'll be so good for them. But yeah, that's the easiest thing that you can do. That's the first thing that you need to do. We're gonna talk about a lot of different other ways to get your teammates engaged and make sure that even if they suck, they can become better. But first, I have to give you a message from the sponsor of today's video. Thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Skins Monkey. They are one of the greatest and easiest to use CS2 trading sites out there. You can swap out the skins you do not like for brand new ones that are so much more fresh. Even skins that are trade locked can be secured by adding them to your backpack. The greatest thing about the site is that you can buy skins for so much cheaper with a 35% deposit bonus when you use my code, CoJo. Make sure to check out the freebie section where you can get a free skin just by completing tasks. On top of the bonuses, you also get a $5 bonus when clicking the link in the description. Okay, guys, so the second thing that I need you to do in order to win these games is you have to be able to play aggressive. Why is it so important to play aggressive when you have bad teammates? Because you need to be able to take over the game and put yourself into positions that are going to take the fights, going to get up in the other team's face before they get an opportunity to roll over your teammates, right? Say you feel like you are the best player on your team, you're so far better developed than everyone else, and then you sit and do something passive, right? Maybe you choose to be the B player and you literally just sit the whole round jump spotting, right? You sit here and jump spot like this for the entire round, right? 1, snooze fest, right? Absolutely boring. You should be putting one of the bots in this position and making them do this. But 2, you're statistically going to be worse off doing this. Why? Because you're allowing the other team to run it down and to be aggressive themselves against your mechanically and skilled less players, right? I don't know what I just said there, but you're less skilled players, right? You're letting the other team run them over, run them down, and really just take the game into their hands. You might win the game somehow because your bad teammates get lucky, right? Or the other team's throwing. But ultimately, if you're trying to play statistically and give yourself the best chance to win, that is not at all what you should be doing, right? I don't care what position you're at, but if you are the best player in the game, you should be running it down and being aggressive and getting up in the other team's face. When I play matchmaking games every once in a while, when I play like just for fun like that, what am I doing? I'm constantly pressuring mid from either window, con, or cat. I'm running up here, taking these fights, taking these duels. I'm better, right? Like, I'm better than the other team. I'm doing all these things. I'm getting in mid. I'm underpass flanking. If I want to go A one round, I'm mauling ramp and then walk pushing ramp early, right? Looking for these fights, searching for every bit of this, right? to get these flanks going in early, right? And then when you can take this aggression, when you can get all this space, you make the game so much easier for your teammates, because you could be like, guys, now chill, play passive. I'm flanking them, right? I'm flanking them, play passive. You have to be able to take space when your teammates are bad, or you will get ran over every single time that you play. I promise you, it will never end well. Aggressive plays are always going to pay off for you. You're not going to win every game, right? Like if you have bad teammates, you're already at a disadvantage, but this is the only way that you're going to increase your odds. You're going to, help yourself out. So it's so important. It's one of the best things that you can do in these situations. Now, guys, the third thing, and it kind of ties into this, so we're not going to talk about it too long, is being dynamic. Now, I briefly talked about it a bit, but when you have bad teammates, you have to be able to be unpredictable and play multiple positions, right? If you're the opper on Mirage, cool, you can sit in window and do this, right? But there's some rounds where you got to get an M4, and like I mentioned earlier, you got to just push underpass, right? You got to come through here and push underpass and get this early info. Boom, 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 get these kills. And again, we provide purpose for our teammates. One thing I do so often, and I'm just so happy to share this info with you guys, is I'll be like, when I don't have an op on Mirage and I want to get my bad teammates involved, I'm like, yo, guys, crunch through B, push through B instantly at the beginning of the round and come crunch underpass with me, right? So I'm pushing through here, doing that flash play you just saw. I'm having my teammates sprint through B apps, trying to get these fights, and they're shooting someone at top underpass stairs. I'm coming through here, swinging someone at top underpass stairs. It's so good, and we're combining these 2 points, right? We are being dynamic, we're the opper, but this round we're pushing through underpass, and we're giving our teammates purpose, and we're connecting all these points, and we're being aggressive, right? Do you see how like connecting all these different concepts and ideas are the way that we improve and give ourselves the best chance possible to win these rounds, right? So yeah, be dynamic, push palace one round, push ramp one round. Maybe one round you do play passive because you expect them to run out at you, or they have pistols or something, right? Always change it up and be so unpredictable, because the other team is going to try to read where you are and what you are doing. And if you can sit there and be just literally unreadable, you're going to make their life so much harder. It doesn't matter if you have 4 bots in your team when you're able to be everywhere, right? The other team's going to be like, dude, how is this guy just everywhere on the map? It's so good, right? So extremely important, right? Now, guys, the next point that I want to give you is understand when you have to just give up, right? There is some games where you can't give purpose, you can't give direction to your teammates, or when your aggression is just not working out because you're getting outmatched or outclassed, right? There's some games, genuinely, guys, where it is just pretty unwinnable, right? I'm not telling you to ever give up. You should never give up. You should never start throwing or doing anything, right? But you've got to be able to emotionally unattach yourself from certain games, right? Detach yourself. You've got to be able to take a step back and understand, like, okay, I've got 3 teammates that are shooting each other in spawn, throwing flashes at each other. They're throwing a molly at me every round when I'm trying to leave spawn. And like, why emotionally attach yourself to a game when people are giving up, a game maybe where people are leaving the match, they're not listening, right? You should try to win every single game. But like, if it's 10-0 and your teammates are doing that kind of thing, right? You're losing 10-0, guys, why get worked up about it? Literally just understand that you've got to have that go next mentality, right? Block those players, report those players, and be able to go next. Because I know there's gonna be so many people that have watched this video and they didn't get to this point in the video, and they're gonna say, well, Kojo, my teammates don't do this. I say something like this and they don't do it. Okay, then go next, right? You like, in my career, I played thousands, if not tens of thousands of matches, and if I would get hung up and caught up over every single time someone threw or trolled me or something like that, I would still be face at level 5, right? But now we're in the top 50 for NA. I've peaked at top 3 in NA last season. We've been able to grow because of these concepts I'm trying to explain to you, right? So it's just so important to learn that sometimes you gotta detach and just go next, right? It's selfish, it's bad, but you've got to be able to do it for your own mental sake. This game is very taxing on the brain, and if you just hold on to all that stuff, you're never gonna succeed, right? Unfortunately. So that's just how it is. But yeah, before we get into the last point, hit the subscribe button. It means so much to me. You've already watched this far in the video and it would make my life so much better. So appreciate every single one of you. Let's keep growing and learning. The last point that I want you guys to take away is you have to be positive. If you're not positive, if you're not providing that leadership through positive energy and good vibes, you aren't gonna win. You're gonna fail, right? And you might be like, well, Kojo, all the guys on the top 10 leaderboard for Face It are toxic people and they just scream at me when I get in their games. And you're right. You're right, but I mean, at the end of the day, those aren't the people that you're trying to be like, right? You don't want to be someone that screams at everyone in pugs and is a little baby when they're 30 years old or 25 years old. You don't want to be like them, right? Like I know it seems appealing to be high skill players like that and do all those things, but demoralizing and yelling at your teammates and screaming at them is bad. What I want you to do instead is any of those negative emotions you're feeling for players in your lobby that suck or bad teammates, internalize them and say it to yourself off mic, right? What does off mic mean? That means you're saying it out loud maybe, but you're not saying it to your teammates, right? It's the difference between like, bro, you suck, what are you doing, why are you trolling, and saying to yourself without saying it to them, dude, this guy is so bad, like he's trolling my game and it's making me frustrated, right? Being, you know, saying that, I feel like it's fine, right? You've got to be able to express your frustration. I think it becomes bad when you start screaming and name calling your teammates and like, cool, like, you know, like who cares if you're calling people names, right? Like I don't care if some guys calling me names and stuff, but like it doesn't help the situation, right? It doesn't help anything, and the only way you're gonna win these games with these bad players is if you can be like, dude, you're insane, bro, like what the heck, like he gets a 3k, right? I expect my teammates when they're bad to get 0 kills every round, and that's just how I go about it. And if they get more than 1 kill, I'm like, bro, you're actually insane, like you're so good, right? You've got to hype them up, you've got to provide that energy, because a lot of times they're not going to be feeling confident. And the thing is about this game and everything in life, it's so funny that a player can be so garbage, they can be awful at the game, but if you start hyping them up and providing that energy, they're like, dude, this high level player, this good player is hyping me up. They're like, I'm gonna play as hard as I can for them, right? And they start trying hard and they start actually playing better than they usually do, because you're that leader, you're that person that's providing that energy. That is by far the biggest thing that people fail at in this game, because they just want to blame, right? Your teammate does suck, right? Objectively, you're watching this video, we're trying to learn how to play with bad players. Your teammates suck objectively, but who cares? It's a video game. At the end of the day, if you truly want to win, that is your teammates for the next 60 minutes. What are you going to do about it, right? They're stuck with them. Are you going to cry and be a baby, or are you going to be a leader and actually, you know, motivate them and get them to put in the work for you, right? You want them to put in the work. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Try to change it up with the style a little bit. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. You guys have been absolutely amazing. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Let's keep grinding, let's keep working hard and making our dreams come true. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. Go ahead and comment what you think I should cover next, and yeah, peace out.